lot many other technologies which have been developed, but today let's talk about one technology which has majorly been highlighted, developed by Bharat Biotech, Covaxin. So, of course, it is one of the leading technologies which is currently being tested at AIIMS. The volunteers are already lined up, and apart from that, there are two more technologies which we will talk about today, and these are particularly, the ones which have been developed in partnership. So there's one aspect which is being highlighted in this particular situation, that is that things can't be done without partnership. Be it Bharat Biotech, be it Serum Institute, or be it any other company, all of these are involved in partnerships with either international partners or collaborating with other institutes. Particularly as an international example, we see that AstraZeneca as well as Oxford have collaborated to develop the vaccine, and they have made remarkable progress. And similarly in Russia also, there's a vaccine which is being talked about. Not much details are there out, but it is being said that they are also somehow been able to get good results. And then there's one more vaccine in India that is being developed by Serum Institute, in partnership with AstraZeneca only, and they're testing it currently. It has been given a nod by DCGI, Drug Controller General of India, and they will be testing around 1,600 volunteers across India. So now these are very good results which we are getting in terms of development of vaccine technologies. Now what about the clinical trials? So as we see that government has formed a committee for streamlining and accelerating these regulatory approvals. So what we see is that there has been remarkable progress and approvals have been granted. We have to, of course, accept that. So how do we now ensure that these trials get completed on time, and we have people who get vaccines, who require these, the old people, the children, and the ones who are affected by other diseases, who have comorbidities in their bodies. So now let's first talk about the vaccine which is being developed by Bharat Biotech in Hyderabad. So the vaccine is already ready, and now it is being tested at AIIMS, and the results so far have been good. It is being said that 1 in the 5 of the volunteers already had antibodies. It is being reported today. So what does that mean? That there are lot many of the people in the population, going by the ratio, it could, if it is 1:5, then probably is it possible that the population of 120 crore people in India, the 10 or 15 crore already have antibodies developed in them? How is it possible? So that is one of the aspects which perhaps needs investigation. And apart from that, let's now move on to another vaccine which is being developed by Serum Institute of India in partnership with AstraZeneca, and that vaccine is also being tested. They have got the nod. The trials are going to start very soon. And internationally, if we talk about there are many other vaccine candidates in India as well, but they're yet to reach the stage of the full development and completion of the basic trials. So now, talking internationally, we have the AstraZeneca Oxford vaccine, which is being listed as the major one, which is being supported by the CEPI also. So that is a very potential one. And now coming to, once the vaccine will be developed and ready to deploy, how will we ensure that each of the country gets an access to this vaccine? How affordable this vaccine is going to be? Will this vaccine really help those who require it first? And what about any side effects? Those are the aspects which we need to discuss. And hopefully we will have these vaccines soon enough to help our population. But yes, one important aspect which has to be always kept in the mind is that these vaccines should be affordable and should be available to most of the people in the nook and corner of the country, and that is a job which of course is a very tough one, and it can't be single-handedly done by Health Ministry. The NGOs will have to be involved, the volunteers will have to be chipped in, in different states, to ensure. And there should not be any chaos in terms of any black marketing by vested elements. So all these things require planning, and Prime Minister has already done much before he has taken an initiative to discuss with the relevant experts, and they have already come up with a plan, I'm told. And the principal scientific advisor to the Prime Minister has already tweeted this live on the Twitter. So I'm sure that there's a plan in hand, and by October we should see the vaccine, and this should certainly relieve most of us from the pain and turmoil which has been caused by COVID-19. So friends, today I'll finish this monologue here because it sounds like only one person talking, but I'm sure that there will be a lot of people who are listening to it, and I'll receive a lot of feedback and questions, if any, which I can raise in my next so-called monologue. So thank you for listening, and please keep following BioVoice.